Hey funnel builders, in this video I want to talk about 5 mistakes funnel builders like you make when pitching. In fact, it's 5 mistakes that all people make when pitching products and services. This is how to pitch live to a customer face-to-face or over video if you're doing it via a Skype presentation or a Zoom call. I want you to pitch without the hard sell, as well as close deals easier and get paid faster. I've got some free training in the description below teaching you how to build marketing funnels that customers want to buy. At its core, I want to show you how Ryan Deiss sells marketing funnels, how you can scale your funnel business to profitability, and the 5 funnel types that customers want to buy. So tell me if this sounds familiar. Let me know in the comments below. You send the proposal and then maybe someone asks you to talk through it, or they just say, look, come on in and talk us through the proposal. Or maybe you're in a position where you need to sit down with the customer face to face and pitch to them your idea or your project or your proposal. You agree to talk through it, and then after the deal closes, you ask, does anyone have any questions? They ask for a hard copy of the proposal, but it always seems to take ages to get paid. They're constantly saying, yeah, someone else needs to read the proposal. Someone else needs to check this out. We'll get around to it next week. We'll get around to it next month. It's not the right time. And it just takes ages to get paid, even if they agree to do the project. Maybe you also feel awkward during a pitch. Maybe that's your idea of hell, standing in front of someone and talking them through an idea because you think, well, I'm not good at sales. I'm not good at pitching. I'm not naturally very good at this. Got news for you. No one is good at it. Even the people who consider themselves good at sales aren't quite as good as they might think they are. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when pitching is at the end of the pitch, after they give the price and the time scale, they'll then say, so does anyone have any questions? And they'll leave this incredibly broad, open-ended question because they think the customer wants to be able to ask them questions. There's also a misconception that people don't like to be pressured. Now, pressure is not the hard sell. As someone who sold Sky TV door-to-door and insurance door-to-door and has sold insurance packages for car rentals and has sold car rentals and selling software and telco services, I can assure you that pressure is not the hard sell. Customers do like pressure because it explains to them why this is important and why they should be doing something now. So the first thing you need to do is finish everything with a close. Finish questions with a close, finish objections with a close, finish the pitch with a close. Tell them what they need to do. Now, there's loads of different closes out there. I don't want to get too complicated, but the easiest one in the world is after you deliver the final sentence in your pitch, don't turn around to them and say, so does anyone have any questions? Instead, you tell them what they need to do next and that you can get started today. So you come to the end and you go, thanks very much for listening. You can get started today. All we need is a deposit and a signature. You can get started today. All we need is your signature here and we can take your card payment. All we need is the first month paid upfront, sign the contract, and we can get started today. If you're serious about starting this today, we just require the first month's deposit or 50% deposit, sign the contract, and we can get started today. That's what you need to say. You're closing it and you're making sure that they are hyper aware that the only thing they need to do next is hand over some money, sign the contract, and you're ready to go. You're telling them that you can start today. When you get your leg fixed by the doctor, they don't go through the whole spiel of everything they're going to do and they say with a broken leg, oh, we're going to put a cast on, we're going to have to set the bone, anesthetics, maybe some plates, blah, blah, blah. They then don't go, so yeah, we'll let you know. You go, no, I want to do it now, today. I'm in pain now and I need this fixed now. I need you to do the first thing now. I need you to start today. So make sure that whenever anyone asks you a question, they go, can you take us through the proposal again? Can you take us through the pricing? How long will this take? What's your experience? You answer the question, you turn the objection, whatever it is, and then you finish and we can get started today. We just require a deposit and a signature. So what you're doing is you're making sure that you're closing all the time. And some people call this ABC, always be closing. Just be careful with how you use that because I think some people use it in the wrong term and they start closing when they're still in the selling stage. But make sure that the customer knows that they need to sign the contract and send the deposit. Which leads us on to the second point. Tell them what they need to do next. Tell them what it is that they need to do. Tell them they need to sign the contract. Tell them they need to click the accept button. Tell them that they need to send over 50% of the deposit. They are looking to you as the expert for what they need to do next. They don't know. This might be the first ever time they've worked with a marketing professional. They've got no idea on what it is they need to do next. So you need to keep telling them and keep reminding them physically what it is they need to do next. Mistake number 3 is telling people who you are. The biggest and most fundamental flaw I see in so many pitches and presentations is when people explain who they are and their background and their CV, and they'll talk about all their accolades and shit right up the front. Let me make this perfectly clear. I don't care about you one bit until you explain to me how much you care about my business. There is a point and a place to explain who you are. In the book Pitch Anything by Oren Klaff, he talks through when is the appropriate time to tell people who you are. But until you've outlined the framework and the problem and you've set the story and you're telling them what it is that you can do, just before you get to the solution stage, that's when you explain who you are. You're setting the world up and you're saying, this is the environment, this is you, this is where you are now, these are the problems you're facing, these are the threats and opportunities coming your way. I want to talk to you about the solution. Just before we jump into that, my name's Mike Killen. I help businesses like yours secure 6-figure funnel deals. In the meantime, let's get into the solution. You don't need to spend too much time on it. I mentioned this already. Point number 4, don't ask if they've got any questions. They will have questions and they will ask them. Your job is to close people and turn objections. When you're giving a presentation, people are automatically assuming that they're going to ask questions. Your job is to say, we can get started today. If you're serious about fixing this problem, if you're serious about fixing this broken leg, if you're serious about generating revenue for your customers, if you're serious about launching this product to your marketplace, we can get started today. And they go, well, can you take me through, who else have you done this for? Or can you just explain to me the consultation process again? Yeah, absolutely. It's a 5-week program. We spend, a couple of hours a day with your team and your guys, and we can get started today with a deposit and a signature. And finally, number 5, this is something I love to do at the end of the proposal stage, is before closing on them, I ask them a question. So I'll reach the timescales and I'll go, and it'll take about 4 weeks and then another 4 months to start the program. I've just got one question before we kind of wrap this up. What type of customer are you to work with? What you do is you flip the framework to say to them, I actually don't need this work and I want to be selective with my clients. What type of customer are you to work with? Or ask them, what do you like to work with, just before we wrap this up? And what they'll do is they'll start explaining to themselves what, and to you, why they're a good customer, and they start selling themselves on the project. They start trying to close you because you're the one who now looks like you're trying to get away. In actual fact, it makes a lot of sense, because a lot of businesses will say, yeah, we're pretty chilled out. I think we're easy to work with. And you stay completely silent. It's like the budget question in like the qualification stage. You stay totally silent and they'll go, maybe I panic a bit and I'm a bit of a micromanager and, maybe Sarah's a little bit obsessive about the numbers, but yeah, I think overall, we have a good working relationship with our suppliers. That's what you want. You want them to qualify themselves to you. And you say, fantastic. Thank you so much for answering that. What we can do is we can get started today. We just require a deposit and a signature. They'll ask a question, you answer it, and then close. They'll have an objection, you turn the objection, then close. We've talked before about what if they say it's too expensive. I'll link that to the video down below. But those are the 5 things that you need to do in your pitches and the mistakes that you should stop making. I've got some free training in the description below teaching you how to build marketing funnels that customers want to buy. At its core, I want to show you how Ryan Deiss sells marketing funnels, how you can scale your funnel business to profitability, and the 5 funnel types that customers want to buy. Have you ever pitched in person? Do you like pitching? Let me know in the comments below. I absolutely love pitching in person. I like talking over video and pitching to people over Skype or Zoom or in the room. Let me know in the comments below. If this video was useful, give me a like and a share. That would massively help me out. If you just click the share button and put it on LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter, hugely helps me out. And let me know in the comments, and hit the little bell icon as well to be notified of when I produce new videos. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for listening. I'm Mike from Sell Your Service. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. I've got a couple of videos here which you might be interested in, talking about funnel related topics like how to price a marketing funnel and how to find your first marketing funnel customer. In the meantime, if this video was useful, hit that like button, make sure to leave me a comment and subscribe if you are a funnel builder. I'll see you on the next video. Keep building those funnels.